This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with this incredible artist. She is an acclaimed actor, singer, painter, the one and only Valerie Geffner. But before we get to our interview, here's a sneak peek, a little teaser of her Be I Am.
B-U-R-I-M-I is I be. You are B. You are B. You are. You are I be. You am I is I is. You be is I is. You be is I is. You be I is you are I am I be I am. I am. I am. I am.
Well, hello, Valerie. How are you?
Good. I'm letting you in right in my kitchen living room, just trusting you right away.
I love an eavesdropping in on these, very intimate spaces that we hold very near and dear to us. And so thank you for opening up your beautiful Brooklyn space with us today, Valerie.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy that we're meeting. Thank you for the opportunity.
Well, Valerie, I told you offline, there's something about you that you have it. And, I call it danger. Some other people call it the it factor. You are a Juilliard trained actor. You're an incredible creator. You're a creator. You're an artist with a capital A. My first question, though, for you, Valerie, is where were you born? And was there a lot of art in your life? Like, I feel like it's been in your bone marrow since you were young. Was there an experience or experiences when you were younger that you were like, I want to be a part of this world?
It's totally true. You're right on. I was born in a town, Valley Stream, Long Island, that I like to call Valerie Stream, Long Island. It's a cool town, Long Island, Valley Stream, and I had a single mom. And when I was growing up, I think one of the most pivotal things that got me started is that I had this Barbie collection that was like my world, and I threw them out before I was ready. And then thank God my mom enrolled me in theater school, like in the third or fourth grade. And she always knew because I was always making up songs. My father was a bass player. He wasn't always around because he eventually left when I was 5. But the thing is that he did put music and my mom constantly on, like whether it was Broadway music or jazz music. I grew up listening to A Chorus Line and different musicals and Bette Midler and Barbara Streisand and all these greats, and I used to sing all the songs. And then I started writing songs really young. I started singing melodies. My mom caught on. So after I threw out my Barbies and didn't have that outlet of escapism of that world, my mother, after seeing me perform one summer in a camp, was like, you really have to be a performer. And she was insightful enough to put me into this arts program in Long Island, Malvern, nearby. And then I just started doing plays for the rest of my life, musical theater and plays ever since the 3rd grade.
And then, from there, you studied at the acclaimed Juilliard. Talk to me about
That
your
was
time at
great.
Juilliard.
It was so great. I had such a good time. At that time, I thought I really would be more of an actor throughout my career, and I tried in my 20s to be sufficed with that path of doing Broadway. I worked on a Broadway play when I was young, and with Alan Arkin and Matthew Broderick, and I was Parker Posey's understudy and used to be so close to her. She introduced me to so many people. I've had quite adventures back then with many different things. And so basically, I did a lot of acting. I did a lot of films with this guy, Amos Kolak, and he recently licensed one of my songs, She Said, from my album Antenna to use in his latest project. So after being his muse as an actress, he started to pick up on my music recently. But basically, in my 20s, when I was acting, I was like, God, there's more of like a rebel in me that I'm suppressing, that I'm not expressing. And then I started to really get into the studio and record music and start performing my own original music, and kind of left behind being other people's muses for a while, and then inventing many different versions of myself in my performance career. And it's been interesting. And then in this coming year, I want to do more acting, actually. I don't want to be like someone that's saying I'm never going to act again. I actually do want to do projects with acting, but I've been really proud to write and perform my own original work.
Well, Valerie, it also just seems like you were meant to be on where this journey in landing right now where you're at. I'm thinking about young Valerie, the experiences, and please excuse me if I'm overstepping, but I'm just going with my gut here, and I feel this is a safe space. I feel like, this whole notion of all of these different musical landscapes, whether it be theater, instrumental, um, also, some trauma, but this combination of you being given the permission to step into your imagination and your bliss at a very young age, dealing with some traumatic experiences, on top of the fact, picking up these tools throughout your life, your creative life, in your tool belt. It seems like now you are about to enter, as we enter 2022, the tool belt, you looking at it and be like, wow, I can actually combine and fuse together more than you ever thought, all of these tools.
I think that is true. You're really right on. I feel like all of a sudden in this coming year, I could integrate things, and it doesn't have to be fragmented. I can actually. Someone once called me, this one fun friend that I know, Stacy. She used to call me the Creatrix because you were like, you're a creator. My first album was called Antenna because I'm able to really tune in and make up songs and freestyle and improvise songs in front of the audience and think of songs like a radio channel sometimes. So I basically can imagine myself doing like a one woman show at some point when things get more normal. And
By the way, Valerie, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just got to chill because that's literally what I've been thinking since before we started recording.
but we should do it together. Let's do a one woman show.
Valerie, I'm kind of known for being able to work with Tony Award winning, amazing, talented in creating theatrical 5-act plays within a one-person vessel. You are a vessel. It takes work as a human and as an artist to get to where you're at right now, but you are so clear in your intention, in what you want to put out there, with no ego, but a ferocity that I truly, and I don't care, I'm recording. I want this to be in public domain forever. I have not felt the ferocity of a single person like I have with you in my research of you in an incredibly long time.
Wow. That's so moving. I feel like it's fate that we met
But you've been told that before too, right? In
on different levels, but I think that you and I have a kindred connection. And I also feel like there's purpose to this in a real way that I can say that I don't even have to convey. I feel like it's amazing that I'm
I
meeting you.
know, I
And I'm
feel
also,
you.
and you're right in New York. And so basically it's like this vision that I've been told by even others, or you should do a one woman show. I can imagine it being, I already have great ideas for it. So, and I can imagine even if there's not performance opportunities right away with live theater, if that's going to be shut for a little, it can even be on Zoom for a little bit. It can be accessible, but I definitely want to work on a one woman show, and I want to work on other albums, and there's other ideas that I've started, but this idea of doing a one woman show, one day I was thinking it should be called Medusa Phoenix because I survived a major fire in Soho and I'm a phoenix, and I used to also be teased when I was little. I used to be called Medusa. So there's a Medusa in me, there's a phoenix in me, there's an antenna in me, there's a lot in me that's like alchemy.
Yeah, and also you're someone that has risen.
Yeah, thank God.
But you make the choice, Valerie. You make the choice. You make
Yeah.
the choice every day to choose the light because, look at, I'm getting like woo-woo vibes. We're going to continue this conversation offline, but I want to get to, before I let you go, I want to let everyone know for more on the incredible Valerie. You can read more about her right below this video. Valerie, talk to me a little bit about BIM. It was released in September, the impetus behind the creation of it all.
Yeah, some of the songs are really meditative, some are really theatrical. The impetus of it was that I wanted to create more music, and I started with the song BIM that was kind of this hypnotic meditation with this amazing beat, and I just came up with these words that were kind of like a reflection of being a human and seeing ourselves in each other. And then there's other songs like On the Road that the first line is, it's a lot to be human, it's a lot to be alive. Sometimes I make myself fall and then I thrive. And it's just this journey about how trippy it is to have a brain, a mind, and to be in these bodies. And there's songs that are really celebratory. It's an 8-song album. It's probably 33 minutes or something like that. 3 of the songs are actually remixes from my album Antenna that Cisco remixed, and 5 are new. So the 3 that we remixed, I sang again and we totally changed. So that's cool. It's dynamic. It's fun. I think it's a fun meditation to move to and take in.
I think it's also, dare I say, a meditation on moving through ourselves with no inhibitions. I mean, there's a narrative there that I'm sure you know specifically, but you allow the audience, like any great art, like any great theater, you allow the audience to kind of take it for what they will. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Like, I don't want to exactly impose what it is. I want people to reflect upon who they are, what it is for them. You know? I think it's abstract enough and clear enough to give everyone their own meaning of what they
That's right.
at, you know?
You set the terms beautifully in giving people permission to maybe sink into parts of themselves that they haven't before. Because again, it's this beautiful blend of, and I don't want to say this wrong, but it's a beautiful blend of a soundscape with almost little messages, kind of.
Right, there's like little messages and mantras and yeah.
I dig it. Well, listen, Valerie, we're going to definitely talk offline, but again, I'm so excited you're coming on board this revolutionary app that you are, for your time. I'm grateful, but also more than anything, selfishly, I'm so grateful we're now connected.
Me too.